over a brief history of Office Depot and their most recent financial struggles. And this is going to help give you a better understanding of why our group chose the solutions that we did. So let's start by looking back at 2013. At the time, there were three major competitors within this industry. The first being Staples, then Office Depot, then Office Max. So as a way to boost themselves up, Office Depot decided to acquire Office Max. And this is why today we know them as Office Depot Max. A year later, in 2014, Office Depot Max was averaging about $100 in stock prices. Excuse me. By 2019, those prices had dropped all the way to $33.53. So why did this happen? Increased competition from outside of the office supply industry had created a really big issue for Office Depot because they were losing a lot of profits. For example, let's look at Target. We have a mom that needs to get some grocery shopping done while also getting her kids ready to go back to school. So she goes to Target, she gets her groceries, she finds some good clothes for her kids, and then she needs to get some office supplies. Rather than driving all the way to Office Depot, she just walks a few aisles over. Office Depot realized this and they saw an opportunity to respond to this. So what they did was they decided that they would do a merger with Staples to make themselves one large competitor against all of these other outside industries. Unfortunately for them, the FTC decided to shut it down and they cited antitrust laws as the reasoning for it. Now, this was estimated to be worth about $6.3 billion. So Office Depot, again, found themselves really needing to find some solutions. So they first started by acquiring CompuCom, which is an end-to-end technology and consulting company for businesses. So this helps them run much more smoothly. They also launched Workonomy Hub and expanded it. So each of these companies have been expanded since acquiring them. Now, I don't want to get too much into this because it will be brought up later. So let's just talk about the last one. They also launched many exclusive products, some like their furniture that is brand exclusive to them, that is designed for office spaces, including desks and things that are meant for not just at home, but actual businesses. They also have something called the tool notes-taking system that is it's customized notes. And this is actually a product that's been very successful. And so the last three things have worked really well for them. However, it's still not enough. So let's look at their finances between 2016 and 2020. From 2016 to 2020, keep in mind, this is after they've already merged with Office Max, and this is after the failed merge with Staples. They saw only negative changes in their operating income. And by 2020, their profits were only at $22.5 million. Now, this may seem like a lot, but in 2016, they were making over $300 million. So let's look as recent as 2021. In 2021, something crazy happened and they started seeing a lot of profits from the pandemic. They saw an operating income growth of over 500%, which means they made $149 million. And this is by February of 2021. So this is carrying over profits from the tail end of 2020. Now, this has been amazing for them, but they know that it's short-lived. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to my other group members to go over some solutions that are going to.
Hi, my name is Congleton, and I'll be talking about one of the solutions for Office Depot and Office Max on how to improve their business. So Office Depot and Office Max, their business model is really just retail and office supplies. They need to branch out because so many companies can provide retail and office supplies. What can make them stand out? And they came up with a pretty good idea. I think that this whole Workonomy thing that they figured out is pretty good. It all started in California. It's like an office space. And they had one Workonomy hub, which had all these services. And since it was successful, they had branched out and created more. They have 8 locations in Minnesota, Texas, Illinois, California, Florida, and Colorado, in those 5 states. So they are growing. They are growing. And right now, it's still in trial phase to see how well it's doing. The main services they do provide is printing services, tax services, document storage, shredding, packaging and shipping. Packaging and shipping. So treat it like a UPS store. Like you can do all of your shipping right there in the hub. You don't have to go to a USPS, FedEx, or any of those shipping services. They have it there. They'll do it for you. It's quick, fast, easy. Their marketing. So many people are going to be working in these hubs. All of them new business owners seeking marketing, trying to meet other people, get references, and they have administrative services. So if you need a whole meeting or scheduling, they do all of that on their own app that you can use. So let's say you don't want to work on a hub. Well, because they're only limited to 8 hubs right now. You can still sign up for the subscription services, and new business owners can get discounts, 24/7 IT service. So let's say your business runs on a certain system. Their IT services will check on that system 24/7 to make sure it's up and running. So if your system is down and you can't work that day, your business is lost. They'll keep that in check for you. You have same-day pickup. If you order something online, you can easily just go pick it up at your Office Depot. Say you need this right now. You need these supplies right now. Amazon can't get that to you as fast as going to your local Office Depot can. They have a lot of customizable things that you can use. Stamps, paper, headings, business cards, all same day, all in store. It's quick, it's fast, and discounted. But the disadvantages are that it's strayed away from retail. You're focusing on something different. Retail, unfortunately, is not going to get as much attention as Workonomy Hub would if we go this route. We're trying to do something different, and if it's doing something different, it's going to be different from what their main source of income would be. Source of revenue. They're only limited to 8 right now. That's unfortunate. But if Workonomy can work at it and increase their hubs, they can make more revenue. And marketing. Office Depot and Office Max are mainly known for office supplies. Not a lot of people have known of Workonomy. There's no ads, there's nothing except for a small article on their website. You have to call in. It's tough. They need to market this service better. And that's one of the solutions that Office Depot and Office Max can focus on.
Hello, my name is Ryan Chavaria. I am a second year at Cal State Fullerton, and for my part of the group project, I will be sharing my idea of how a company like Office Depot can financially increase during an economic tragedy due to a pandemic like we currently live in, known as COVID 19. To start off, I feel that a very beneficial way for Office Depot to financially increase would be by minimizing the store size. Very simple. By reducing the size of the store, it can reduce the rent price. Smaller area means smaller rent, and the smaller the rent price, the more profit the store will gain. Um, Another beneficial part of minimizing store size would be simply to make use of all the space with the inventory. If the store is not utilizing the entire space, then most of the rent is going to waste. It's like paying for something that you don't need, but you're still paying for it and losing money. Finally, a very I feel like it's a um very beneficial for a company like Office Depot would be to collaborate with other companies like Amazon, for example. Amazon is a pretty big and popular company, and if both Amazon and Office Depot decide to collaborate, and by collaborate I mean come to an agreement to rent out a certain location, a store, and have the store split in half. Simple as that. One half is for Amazon, the other half is for Office Depot. Doing so will allow for Amazon customers and Office Depot customers to shop at a single store. It would be like killing two birds with the one stone. More customers will come to the store and shop, while both companies can benefit from paying a smaller rent price because they will pay the rent price in two. However, there is some downsides when reducing the store size and collaborating with other companies. One of the major downsides would be the large amount of employees being laid off because of a smaller store size. Yes, a smaller store size does mean more profit for the company, but it also means that they have to lay off more employees, and doing so will anger the employees, can maybe stress them out, and the worst part about it would be that it can hurt the economy. The economy can be hurt when more and more employees are being laid off because less employees are working. They are benefiting off of the government and relying off of the government money, and less income is being made, so less taxes are being paid, and the state can repair anything without taxes. And that is all. Thank you.
Like many businesses that have relied on brick and mortar locations, Office Depot will need to pivot in its marketing and sales strategies to remain competitive. The pandemic has expedited an inevitable takeover of online commerce, and many companies, including Office Depot, have shown that the marketplace for office supplies and business merchandise can be sold and delivered without the need for retail locations. This claim is evident when looking at a steadily declining stock price of over 90% in the last 15 years. However, the corporation has taken note of this and has already included multiple service-driven revenue streams such as BizBox, CompuCom Systems, and Workonomy. While all of these new developments have shown promise in Office Depot's ability to pivot away from its conventional retail sales strategy, more development in these areas is critical for the corporation to survive. The most significant opportunity for company growth will be Workonomy spaces. As shown previously, Office Depot continues to lose out on sales due to e-commerce giants such as Amazon. However, with the trend of inflating rates in many cities across the United States, many small businesses and startup companies need a functional space for employees to work. As a result, the demand for co-working facilities will continue to rise, which puts Workonomy in a position for substantial growth. Further expansion of Workonomy spaces into more cities can increase revenue in the spaces themselves and present new opportunities for customers in need of services or supplies from our retail locations. An avenue that Office Depot should seek out is directly correlating Workonomy leasing with equipment rates. Simply put, the more a customer rents to work, the larger discount they will receive in need of office supplies, IT services, and administrative support. This strategy will incentivize Workonomy clients to use Office Depot services and shop for supplies at our retail locations. Another approach to explore is offering small businesses at Workonomy contracts after they stop using the co-working spaces. Clients do not plan on working at these locations forever, and many will continue to move into traditional office locations with the growth of their company. Office Depot can retain these clients by offering them discounted rates on contract sales. Overall, Workonomy has significant potential for expansion, and this expansion can lead to multiple streams of revenue long after customers move out of the spaces. To increase revenue, Office Depot has to maximize profits and minimize costs. The company has not reduced spending sufficiently to offset declines in revenues. To remain profitable, a significant change in spending is critical. This change begins with cutting down all retail location costs. With the expansion of e-commerce and the efficient distribution procedures, locations should downsize and cut back on operating expenses. Factors such as employee wages, rent, and maintenance costs can all be reduced with the implementation of smaller stores. In conclusion, the market share Office Depot has on office merchandise is significant, but is steadily declining. New revenue streams such as services and packages for businesses to get off the ground have shown promise in recent years. New developments such as Workonomy will provide the company with diversification of revenue sources. Expansion in this development presents an opportunity to implement other Office Depot services such as BizBox to broaden its customer base. Company costs in relocating stores to smaller locations are essential to retaining profitability. With these steps, Office Depot will see tremendous growth and return to the dominant company in the industry.